Shrinetime Entertainment TV. The nerd is the word.
What's up, everybody? It's Money Senpai in the building all day, every day. Your money making, hard hitting host of Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast with my boy J Rock.
Yep, and we're here with
Raymond Lenzner, con-chair of KamiCon.
Hey Ray, man, it's great to see you, man. I know you have a busy schedule. I know you run the things, being the boss man and everything. But we just wanted to pull you outside for a couple of questions. You know what I'm saying? How you like it making KamiCon so far?
Oh, KamiCon's been great. We've been doing it for 7 years, working really hard. It's really great to see all the happy people come in, all the happy con-goers, families, everything like that. Just bringing something into Alabama that we didn't have before, so that's what I like.
That's pretty awesome, man. So far, man, we've only been here for like 3 years here at Shrinetime, but we've loved it so far as, the atmosphere is amazing. The dealer room, to the voice actors, to the shop itself, everything from top to bottom is pretty much amazing. But, what made you want to get into this con in the first place?
Well, I mean, I have a background in running theater production festivals and stuff like that, and I went to conventions because I got really big into anime, especially when I was younger college age and end of high school age, and I went to some cons and I thought I could do a pretty good job at it myself. So I was like, I could do it. Yeah, I did for one of the conventions. I said I could do a pretty good job at this, I think.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
So I wanted to run it. I run it pretty much like I do theater productions and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I could probably do something very similar. Just change it up, and it's just to me, it's just a giant show, like a giant.
I caught some of your cons for the last 5, and so far, you guys just started here in Birmingham. Season 5 already, in 2013. But that's when we first started here. And so far, you had some success here in Birmingham. What made you want to change to Birmingham?
Oh, no, nothing particular reason. No particular reason why I had to change to Birmingham. Tuscaloosa, we had a venue. It was the Ferguson Center. It was a lovely venue. It was very cheap. A very, very cheap venue.
Hey, you gotta go for what's known. You're slow.
But it had to close down for construction. It was going to close down for 2 years, and I couldn't have that. I couldn't have 2 years without KamiCon. I had to go somewhere, and I couldn't go anywhere directly close by because they're just too small. We were growing too big. So I said I have to go big or go home. I have to go to Birmingham. So I came into this city. Basically around all roads go to Birmingham, and I tried to
same thing
work it here.
Same thing. Your guest relations told me last year. All roads lead to Birmingham. And so far, it's worked for you guys for the last 3 years already. This is the 3rd year in a row that you guys have been here in Birmingham. You have monumental success. Tell us what's the difference between now. You guys got a story that's building out of this whole con itself. So go into a little bit of detail.
We basically, since I did do the theater background and stuff like that, I made this whole thing a show. So the whole con has a game. Right. The whole con has a story that the con-goers have to be involved in, and based on what the con-goers do, that affects the outcomes of the game. Oh. So, if the con-goers fail, they actually can fail, and they can actually win, and they can they haven't actually failed any game so far.
Sweet.
But things might change. So as the thing goes on, sometimes they have to pick what the theme is for next year. Sometimes it affects what happens to our con. Right. But basically, as far as the con story goes, they get to affect it, and it feels like it makes the con-goers and the con staff a little more connected.
So in other words, it's like it's like that, the intrusion, the intruder from Turami. You know what I'm saying? Everything you pick determines what's the next chapter of the story.
Yeah.
Right.
So pretty much how do you think the fan support for that goes?
People seem to like it. Some games they like better than others, but we go by the year. We can't do the same game over and over again.
Right.
So we got to flip it around. But we play some games and they get really involved. They really enjoy themselves, and so some of them really get into it, especially when we bring out some of the more popular games for years, and collecting, we do card collecting games. We do the pedometer type things, all sorts of stuff. So people get really into it. So
hey, I've been into it myself. You see, I'm all way into it because I got a T-shirt upstairs. And I'm rocking it so well. But so far, you're enjoying it so far. One more question, because I know you got a busy schedule. What would you like to say to the fans right now that are enjoying KamiCon or haven't experienced it yet? What do you want to say to them?
All right, same thing I like to always say to my con-goers.